Hello, good afternoon. 1:22 here on Friday. I've been doing mail and stuff from home all morning. It's been crazy. I updated some E39 source articles with some information people sent me. Now it kind of supports retrofitting rear PDC only to early cars, the ones that had the PDC button like the E38, where each button was its own individual panel instead of the whole center console switch. So added documentation and part numbers and links and all that fun stuff. Then I decide to take a moment to visit the little boy's room. And right at the point of no return, ding dong, FedEx is here, trying to return my 2018 MacBook Pro. So, hurry as I did not make it. And as I opened the door, he was driving down the road. So I jumped in the M5, took the door tag, followed him 3 blocks over, and took delivery over there, and just got back. So now we're gonna do an unboxing and see what they did. Okay, nice packaging, very useful for future service if that should exist. We'll firstly start out with the paperwork and kind of see what they did. The question is, did they replace the whole top case, A, and B, did they do the logic board? Because if they did the logic board, that's going to mean a bunch of data recovery. Otherwise, I might be able to just get away with a quick backup. Okay, here we are. Back in good hands. Yours. We've replaced display assembly. Oh, that's cool. Glass polarizer scratch and a dent. I didn't even know there was a dent in it. There was a tiny dent in the top case. And then top case with battery, space gray. So top case, oh wow, okay. So pretty much everything you look at should be new then. Minus the logic board, which is good news because then it should still have data on it. Oh, a beautiful new display and a new keyboard with no dict A key. Oh, that's so nice. So I'm guessing it'll boot back into my system, which is now just a couple days out of date. I really don't want to do another restoration. I was planning on having to rebuild this thing, so now I'm going to have to figure out what files changed and just move them over. Thank God for Dropbox. Friday here in my office at the shop, I wanted to show you guys what I hung up on the wall. So before we had this big, I don't know what you call it, cork board with cloth over it from the 80s. That was up there. It had a bunch of stuff in it. I took that down and hung the framed window sticker, this guy, and the black art graphic. And Kenan was making fun of me. I didn't know how to do it, if like this would go over here and then stack these two on one side, or just do the two and leave this thing where I've had it up here. So I actually took a picture of the wall and then used Photoshop to isolate those objects and drag them around to determine that I think that looks the best. They're all too small for that wall, but I don't know what you put on a wall the size of a billboard. I'm about to head out today. I've been up here the majority of the day. I got my car cleaned up after taking care of some business, inside and out. Did some barkeeper's friend on the mufflers, on the tips. Having the car up like this is really nice to do the wheels and to get around the tires better, and everything except opening the front doors is vastly improved. Now, why did I put it up? Because tomorrow, and I fear most of this weekend, I'm going to be in here working. My rattle is coming from the cats. So the cats on there look like shit. I'll film more tomorrow. So I'm going to put these on. I'll have to check exactly which car they're from. I don't really care. There's a nice, this is where mine are touching and rattling. And these are great. There's no rust or anything. They're from a California car, whatever it would be. They're great, minus that little ding, little dent there. So I'll have to pry that casing out a little bit. I could take those are better yet, but they have an EGT right here, and I don't have that sensor. They did away with that in 2001, so I don't think I'm going to use those. These cats have been replaced under warranty, but hell, that was a long time ago. So I got all the tools out here ready to work tomorrow. I actually don't need that many tools. I took the nuts and bolts off that hold the cat section to the exhaust manifold to the headers. So all of that hardware is usually a big fight, but it's all out and labeled. And then these are the bolts that hold on the center exhaust brace, so that's ready to come apart. And then this was pretty nasty, so I cleaned it up. That's the trans pan. Those are like $300 now. And I don't know, I'll film more tomorrow. The old ones are just ugly, so it'll be nice to get some fresh ones on there. Maybe improve some sound, because there's some rattles at certain RPMs that I'm very positive are coming from the cats. Kenan's already gone home. This car needs to stay up here tonight to stay cool, so we don't work on a hot exhaust system tomorrow. So I'm going to Uber back here in a few minutes.